I hope this dicyclic and monocyclic compound you understood by this structure. Like in dicyclic, which is a purine, which has a 4 nitrogen atom at first, third and seventh, ninth position. Whereas in case of this pyrimidine, it has a monocyclic compound and it has a 2 nitrogen atom at first and third position of the carbon, right? So when phosphate it form bond with pentose sugar, it is known as diester bond. Okay, and when this pentose sugar form bond with this nitrogen, it is known as glycosidic linkage. It is known as glycosidic linkage. And when phosphate form a bond with pentose sugar, it is known as phosphodiester bond. Okay, so here we can see how this structure were formed. So in case of this nucleotide, we know this is a pentose sugar, right? See here, first, second, third, fourth and fifth carbon number, right? First, second, third, fourth and fifth carbon number. So it is a pentose sugar. So with this carbon, it has a phosphate. It has a phosphoric acid or phosphate attached to it, right? Because we can see here carboxyl, that is phosphoric acid, which is attached with the hydroxyl group and it forms phosphoester bond, and this phosphate has another bonding. So when there is a two bonding is present, we known as diester bond. We called it as a diester bond. Otherwise it is known as phosphoester bond, because this phosphate is attached with this hydroxyl group of the carbon. Means this we can say fifth carbon. And with this first position of the OH, nitrogenous base is attached, whatever it may be adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, whatever the nitrogen base, it is attached with the first carbon of this pentose sugar, and OH is gone and it formed a glycosidic bond with the nitrogenous base, whereas with the fifth position of the carbon, it has a phosphoric acid, so it is known as phosphodiester bond, right? So this is the structure of the nucleotide. We can see that what is nucleoside? What is nucleoside? When there is a phosphate group attached with the nitrogenous base, when there is a pentose sugar attached with the nitrogenous base, then it is known as nucleoside. That means in this particular bonding, phosphate is absent. In this particular bonding, phosphate is absent. So in nucleoside only pentose sugar and nitrogenous base is present. See, this is the pentose sugar and first carbon, it has a nitrogenous base. First carbon, it has a nitrogenous base. So because of this, it is slightly basic in nature. Because phosphoric acid is not there, it is absent, and because there is a nitrogenous base present, so it is slightly basic in nature because of the presence of this nitrogenous base. Whereas in case of nucleotide, we have all three components: pentose sugar, nitrogenous base along with phosphoric acid. You can see that first carbon of the pentose sugar, it form bond with the nitrogenous base, whereas fifth carbon of the pentose sugar, it form bond with the phosphate. So because of the presence of this phosphate or phosphoric acid, it is slightly acidic in nature. Nucleotide is slightly acidic in nature, whereas nucleoside is slightly basic in nature, right? So we can see when pentose sugar form bond with nitrogenous base. If it form base with the thymine, then it is known as thymidine. When it is form bond with this cytosine, it is known as cytidine. When it form base with the bond with the guanine, it is known as guanosine, because this phosphoric component is absent. It has only pentose sugar and nitrogenous base. It has only pentose sugar and nitrogenous base. So it is nothing but the nucleoside. So this adenine in case of nucleoside we say thymidine. In case of cytosine it is known as cytidine. Guanine is known as guanosine. In case of guanosine, by name itself we can recognize that it is a nucleoside which has only pentose sugar and nitrogenous base. And uridine, that is also nucleoside because phosphate group is absent.